Court reveals footage of Diddy prison call with Justin Bieber. For real? Or is this just clickbait? Let's find out. No, that's a weird intro, bro. But welcome to the channel, guys, and today we are checking out what I just said. I'm not gonna repeat myself, bro, and you know why you clicked on the video in any case, bro. For me, Justin Bieber is just a victim in everything of this, bro. He's just one of the victims, bro. Because if you saw that video where he felt so uncomfortable when Diddy don't ask him why he didn't message Diddy or anything in a couple of weeks, a couple of days, and he just said he got lost with his career and stuff like that, you know. And there's the clip where he's like searching Justin for any devices and stuff that the cops may overhear their conversation. So yeah, Justin's just a victim, bro.
New civil lawsuits accuse the hip-hop mogul of horrific sexual assault in one case against a 10-year-old boy.
Whoa.
Senior investigative correspondent Aaron Patrisky here with the details. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, George. Sean Combs is already fighting multiple sex assault allegations, each one more disturbing than the next.
Wow, I just want to protect her, you know? I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody.
You to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes. Okay. Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. Yeah. Did Jay reach out yet? Nah, Bob. He ghosting. What the f*** is this motherfucker doing? These things sweet now because I'm in here. It's all good. You about to get out on bail. Nah,
Yo.
Hey, yo, check this out. Need you to reach out to the producer. Let these motherfuckers know there's a release date for that new Netflix movie. Alright, Pop. It's fucking crazy right now. Everybody out there quiet as a motherfucker. Yeah, exactly. We gonna let them have their little fun, but I'm still gonna have the last laugh. What about all these lawsuits, though, Pop? Ain't none of them getting shit. I ain't worth nothing. Ain't got shit in my name anyway. Don't even worry about it. Bunch of money hungry bitches and shit. Pop, Justin said, what should he do about his whip, though? Man, the fuck is you talking about? You don't see this shit I'm dealing with right now? I know, Pop. I told this dude that. Hey, yo, check this out. Tell his light-skinned ass to go make a club appearance or something. Motherfucker, make some money. You 30 years old and shit. Pay your own fucking car. Hey, I told him drop some music. I'm about to drop a new track this week. Everybody gonna want to hear what my sound like. Man, we not doing that shit. Y'all need to stay quiet. Pop, I can rap though. We got attention right now. Man, just do what the I told you to do. And don't forget about the list. Make sure that shit is fucking signed. Alright.
I just wanted to be.
Wait. I'd never heard the son speak before, but I don't think. Nah, bruh. Really, guys? Is that really P. Diddy's son, bruh? Is that how we talk with his child, bruh? Pizza boxes and stuff? Why say all that stuff in code when you're already on, you're on a phone call and you're being recorded, bruh? Why do that? Just say the words blatantly, because now they can hear that you're trying to hide something and now nobody can find it. So they're going to try to get it out of you, bruh.
A good example, and it was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second.
Man, when I saw what Diddy did to Justin Bieber that night, I was going crazy, but I couldn't say anything.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy,
I remember that night like it was yesterday. Diddy had just picked up Justin, barely 15 years old, promising 48 hours of madness, and I was there, behind the cameras. Yeah.
I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
Crazy.
Diddy had organized a huge party at his place for Justin, but everything changed when Diddy pulled out that bottle. He handed it to Justin, who knelt as people shouted, "Happy birthday."
A few moments later.
Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 55.
Hours later, I saw Justin alone in a corner, his smile gone. He looked exhausted, like he had gone through a nightmare no one his age should experience.
There are speculations circulating on the internet suggesting that Usher was the one who introduced Justin Bieber to Diddy. This could be true, as Usher was one of the first people to mentor Justin in the industry, and he has even mentioned this in interviews.
He is Justin Bieber, but to me, he's like a little brother. He's family. Be led by your passion is the one.
Now I can see that smile of Usher doesn't look right, bro. It looks sinister, bro. Now it makes all sense why a smile look like that. I don't trust that smile, bro.
One thing I've said across the board, and I'm hoping that sticks. I mean, I think it's really good, for an artist to be able to spread their wings and give you their vision of what they've been able to learn, They say the student becomes a teacher. So in that light, he becomes a teacher and also a cultivator of new talent.
We also need to note that Usher attended a Diddy party when he was only 13 years old, which is quite unusual. Most would agree it's strange for a child to be in an environment surrounded by gangsters, alcohol, drugs, and naked women.
So I am here in the doctor's office, and what we are about to do is the nurse is going to put in an IV, and it's called NAD. And basically what it does is it's going to flush out some of the toxins. I've abused my body in the past, and now I'm just in recovery process, trying to make sure I'm taking care of my body and taking care of the vessel that God's given me. So here we go.
Disturbing new allegations of sexual assault filed against Sean Diddy Combs, this time from a then 10-year-old boy from Los Angeles. A new lawsuit claims that Combs drugged and forced the boy to perform sexual acts. The accuser's parents say they flew with their son to New York City to meet with people in the music industry, and they allege that Combs told the aspiring young rapper that he would have to do things he didn't want to do in order to become a star. Combs has denied assaulting the boy.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.
These newly filed civil cases against Diddy are not operationally going to have an effect on his criminal trial. Now, if there is new evidence that is not in the hands of law enforcement that does come out during the civil trial, law enforcement can look at that information and determine if they're going to use it in their case against Diddy.
The new lawsuits are the latest in a long list of civil claims against the music mogul. An Arizona woman says she took these images of Combs at a 2014 party in his Las Vegas hotel suite where she claimed he sexually assaulted her. And a then 13-year-old girl said Combs attacked her after the VMAs in the year 2000. Combs attended the award show with his then girlfriend Jennifer Lopez. Combs denies all of it. Each of the lawsuits is filed individually, leaving Combs to fight the accusations in multiple courtrooms. Combs has pleaded not guilty to criminal charges and is being held without bail at the federal jail in Brooklyn. A judge has described conditions there as dreadful, and there's an ongoing operation to rid the place of weapons and drugs.
The conditions of the jail are what Diddy is arguing should also be why he should have at-home detention before trial. This investigation could lend some credence to that argument.
Combs was once a prominent record producer, liquor promoter, media chairman, fashion executive. The criminal charges and the civil claims have damaged his reputation and diminished his wealth, although, guys, he is still thought to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
But those civil lawsuits could wipe that out in a second.
Ruin it all, for sure.
Aaron Kotreski, thanks very much.
Do you have any idea what that looks like? Well, I'm going to show you, because that's apparently how many of those they pulled out of the raid, no pun intended, on Diddy's house, when they also found 1,000 bottles of lubricant and baby oil.
Everybody saw me sick, and it felt like no one gave a shit. They criticized the things I did as an idiot kid. Oh, what if you had it all with nobody to call?
Months ago, I was really struggling mentally and emotionally, and just there was so many things that were adding up, and I wasn't able to enjoy any of the things that I owned.
That stuff's not gonna matter to you.
None of the actual things did anything because I was so hurt and I was so.
And I think that his girlfriend, bro, is the one that helped him really to find himself, to recover from whatever he went through in his past, bro. So that's why it's important to have that right partner at your side, bro.
Confused, and I was so sick, and there was all these things, and I was like, I can't, there's like, you just can't, like you said, you can't enjoy the actual physical, tangible, like, things that money offers, right? Like, it really had to come from within. So that's I guess our perspective. And I think knowing that, like, going back to like my faith in that time, like, I feel like I couldn't have, like, it wasn't, I don't know, it just wasn't money and stuff that got me through it. It wasn't all the things. It was like taking the initiative to say, I'm struggling, I need help. Who do I turn to? Who can I call? And one of the, obviously you were there for me. I had so many people who were there for me, but knowing that God was there for me, knowing that, God sent his son to die on the cross so that I was forgiven. So reading the Bible and reading all these stories that talk about people who experience similar struggles and face crazy, turmoil in their life, there's always these stories in the Bible that, Jesus would, basically, whether he was healing them or whatever it was, he was always making it the priority that we know that, if our souls aren't anchored, if our souls aren't secure, all the other stuff, whether we're sick or we feel, just whatever it is, the facts are that Jesus forgives us for all of the error and the wrong that we, that we have done in our past and continue to do because of, the human condition. We're all imperfect. So, knowing that, I was forgiven in a time where I was hurting and broken, that's what brought me through and let me know that, don't give up, you're good. So.
Because it sounds really awful what happened to her. It sounds like she was enjoying some success. She had modeled for Tommy Hilfiger. She claims she kind of went into a deep depression after this night, that she was anxious, embarrassed, ashamed, common things that sexual assault victims say they feel after something like this. She says he blackballed her. He basically took steps instead of trying to help her, as she claims he promised. He actually took steps to hinder her career, and that made matters even worse. So
the violation I have experienced during the assault has had lasting effects on my body, causing ongoing health problems and complications. The combination of physical and emotional pain has created a cycle of suffering from which it is so hard to break free. I want to continue on this journey towards recovery and healing. I'm glad that he is locked up, but that's a temporary feeling of relief.
54-year-old Combs is in jail facing federal charges, including sex trafficking, racketeering conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. He was denied bail twice after pleading not guilty. Also, Combs' head of security, Joseph Smith, known as Big Joe, told the Daily Mail that he doesn't know Graves, calling her allegations just a, quote, money grab. Len, back to you.
There are new allegations against Sean Diddy Combs that have left fans and the public reeling. The well-known rapper, who is already facing some pretty intense legal battles, is currently in jail awaiting trial on some pretty serious federal charges related to organized crime, trafficking, and solicitation. He's pleaded not guilty to all of them. But now, on top of those major accusations, a shocking civil lawsuit has emerged, claiming that Combs was involved in an inappropriate incident with a 10-year-old boy back in 2005. The lawsuit was filed on October 28th in New York State's Supreme Court and first reported by NBC News. It reveals some disturbing details about an alleged encounter. The plaintiff, who has chosen to remain anonymous, describes himself as a hopeful child in the early 2000s, eager to break into either acting or music. To help launch his career, his advisor set up a highly anticipated audition with Combs in New York City, which, according to the lawsuit, his parents agreed to. However, court documents show that Combs asked to meet the young boy on his own, away from his family, which made things seem pretty tense.
I don't gotta clap because I'm at a point in my life like we all grew up in the streets and we try to be better, but they labeled us felons, sent us back to jail. I had to fight against that the whole time to gain my respect and be who I am today, and I'm proud of that. And
the list, please, God told me to ask y'all for help. I need your help. I need your help. I can't do it alone. I'm overwhelmed. I'm going crazy. And God, I beg you. I'm fighting this fight, and to other people, it's an impossible dream. It's not impossible. It's going to happen.
I'm the pussy that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail.
Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public, and I didn't have the address of my child.
Just based on that it's been over 30 years since this act took place.
Joy Dickerson Neal claims that there were people who saw this sex tape that Sean Combs made, or this recording, this video that he recorded of the sexual assault back in 1991. I think back and I think that had to have been like a VHS, a camcorder, if that indeed happened. Sean Combs is saying it didn't happen. And she's claiming there is somebody who told her that he saw it. Would that make her case any easier, or is it difficult because it's just so old?
I think that any corroborating evidence helps her case. You don't want these cases to rely exclusively on he said, she said information, which is often the case in these sexual assault and rape crimes. If there is someone else who saw this or can testify to having a conversation and hearing about it, it's always better for the case if there is some corroboration of her memory and her recollections of what exactly transpired.
Look, I try to share in life. I think that you learn that in kindergarten. And, unfortunately, people forget what they learned in kindergarten a lot of times. And so sharing is a part of it.
Obviously, bro. People are old. People are not going to remember what they learned when they were born or when they went to kindergarten. That was just a dumb-ass analogy to make, bro. LL not so cool, say.
Let other people utilize your crayons too. It's okay. And so that's kind of how I live my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, share when it's appropriate. Set the example when it's appropriate, when it's in line with my vision. These kind of things are a consequence of those kinds of actions, as opposed to it being like something I set out to do or contrive. It wasn't planned, Like, everybody wants to paint themselves as a genius, but I don't even know how I got here. All I know is I follow my bliss, you know what I'm saying? I do what I love, and here we are, you know what I mean?
One of the biggest music executives currently was just arrested. I'm curious if you have any opinion on his arrest or the alleged action.
No, I feel for his children. The rest I can't speak on. I mean, that's what we got court system for, but I feel for his kids.
The lawsuit says that during the meeting, Combs told the boy he could make him a star, but he also hinted that success might require more than talent. The lawsuit says that Combs tested the boy's commitment to fame, asking how dedicated he was to his dream. It's alleged that one of Combs' associates handed the boy a spiked soda, which he drank. He soon felt funny and had to go to the bathroom. While he first thought it was just excitement, the complaint says that things quickly took a darker turn. Combs then reportedly made an inappropriate request, and despite the boy's resistance, an upsetting encounter allegedly took place while the boy, frozen in shock, was unable to do anything. The lawsuit says that when the plaintiff came to, he was
And
confused.
that guy that was on Ellen, so he mysteriously just passed away. He mysteriously just passed away, bro. And I was watching the show because of this guy, bro. Ellen just, she is also one of the evil people. She is evil, bro. And bits and pieces of it came out in episodes of her podcast or whatever talk show. Yeah, I don't give a damn.
Confused, had dishevelled clothes on and felt uneasy. The child was distressed and said he wanted to leave and be with his family, but Combs allegedly gave him a scary warning. If he ever told anyone what happened, his family would face consequences. The lawsuit says that the boy told his parents what had happened soon after, but they were too scared to report it. He says the experience robbed him of a normal childhood and has left him with lasting scars, making everyday interactions challenging even now as an adult.
Just watching it and just knowing that it's all coming to an end, 20 years of hits, it's just crazy.
No, I said it wasn't funny. I just that was traumatic.
With Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor
some...
Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but
Not
it was
really.
curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were
Not
13.
Really,
What
I
was
went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know those and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans. Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, they didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
Hey, man, that's for damn sure. Freak off and got tore your world up. But you know what happened? You should have never sued the liquor company. That's where you f***ed up. You don't give a f*** about you tearing up booty holes. You f*** when you sued the liquor company, because the liquor company is owned by the biggest conglomerate on earth, the BlackRock people. You done bit off the hand that was feeding you, and now you done chop both your feet and your hand off, and your head's coming next. You was making money with your just shut. You just thought your ego got out of whack because you was controlling everything at them freak parties. Now you think you control the hand that's feeding you. You stupid mother. He sued the...
This is actually true that it is saying, bro. This is actually true, bro. That's when people just get too greedy, bro. They want more than they can actually take. And no one cares about your teared up booty holes. That is facts what he said there, bro.
The liquor company, May 2023. November 2023, Cassie come up with the lawsuit. Connect the dots. Cassie got two checks. She got a check from the liquor company people that put her up to doing that shit, and she got a check.
I apologize to anyone. This video may be embarrassing too. Let's just jump right into it. Some of you may know me or may not. I'm a music producer who's a writer and musician. Different genres. I started in the gospel and jazz and R&B and worked my way over to the hip hop side. I've been working on an album. I took a year off straight working on this album. That album is the Love album, Off the Grid by Diddy. And it's Grammy nominated right now as we speak. I should be celebrating, but the truth is I'm not. Taking this album on has required so much time, months and at a time, 16 hours to 24 hours a day. Sometimes, Diddy will request certain works to be done and tell us don't go to sleep until it's done. And the truth is, we'll be up for days trying to accomplish that. I've tried to get my business straight with them on this album, but the truth is they're not playing fair. They hit me on below the belt on so many situations, just dealing with this. It's the contract that they give me and the offer that they gave me was just disgusting. The producer fee, pennies, and on top of that, these guys are trying to steal my publishing. I can't go for that, so I'm fighting back. He's a fighter, but I'm gonna put in this fight. I gotta do it for myself, my rights, and most importantly, my kids. Taking my publishing or stealing it is just
crazy, bro.
I'm not gonna let that happen. Not gonna let that happen. Again, this is one of those projects that took so much time from me. I missed holidays with my family, just out working on this album. At what point I was running around with the hard drives, the computer, just to run the ball on this album, to finish the production on it, and make sure that this album came to, a good project with good vibes, just where it is right now. And just to be offered little to no participation in this is highly disrespectful. I won't be that guy 20, 30 years from now looking back saying, I wish I'd done this. I'm going to do this now. Doing this situation is not easy. Taking Puff to court, suing him is not easy. I don't have the monies that it's going to take to fight him in court. So I'm just asking, if you in support, please. The link is in my bio to my GoFundMe. The money will go towards my attorney fees and to just make sure I'm keeping my head above water during the process. I really appreciate this. Thank you so much.
This isn't the first lawsuit involving Combs that's come up recently. The plaintiff is asking for a jury trial and damages, saying that this incident has had a permanent impact on his life. Texas attorney Tony Busby, who is representing the alleged victim, has said that his firm is preparing several cases against Combs and others. This suggests that this latest filing may be just the beginning. Combs' legal team has hit back at the allegations, saying the plaintiff's lawyer is just looking for media attention rather than the truth. In a statement to E! News, Combs' attorney said, Mr. Combs can't respond to every publicity stunt, especially those making claims that are outrageous and demonstrably false. They're confident that Combs will be cleared in court. They say he's never done what's been alleged, and they're waiting for the trial to prove he's innocent. As the allegations keep coming in and more cases seem likely, the focus on Sean Diddy Combs is stronger than ever. This latest accusation has certainly got people talking and wondering what else might come out as this legal case continues. What are your thoughts on these serious allegations against Diddy?
I must say, bro. The camera is botched again, bro. This camera is working on my nerves, bro. Guys, someone sponsor me with a new camera, bro. Like, yo, it's working on my nerves. Can it be fixed? I don't know, bro. Yo, this looks bad, bro. Come on, man. But yeah. This Diddy every day, bro. It's going to be about Diddy, bro. I'm telling you now. It's Diddy days, bro. I don't know when. I think probably after the whole election, then we will be hearing more Diddys. Until then, you must sit still and relax, bro. Diddy is coming for all of you guys, bro. Like, literally. But yo, so much we've seen so much in this video. To his sons, Justin talking about some of this stuff were resurfaced, so some of this stuff I saw already. like I said, when you watch these videos, you shouldn't believe everything you say because it is alleged as well. So yeah, you don't know what's really going on behind the scenes.